guys, it's Sarah. So today I'm doing a haul video and I'm super excited. So I paid for 2 of the books, I want to say, in this pile. That's lovely, isn't it? Oh, I paid, how many is there? One sec. 1, 2, 3. There's 15 books, I think. And I paid for 2 of them. My boyfriend's parents are moving and their going away party, they had essentially the entire front of their house had all these paperbacks out, and the rule was you weren't allowed to leave until you took some books. Which is how I took some books, because that's what I do. And then also by my parents' house is a bookstore that you can bring in books and then get a credit for them. And I used this credit for these books. I'll start with the 2 that I bought myself, and then we'll go from there. So first, I have The Circle, Book 1, by Sarah B. Elfgren and Mats Stransberg. This book is a direct translation from, I think, a Swedish book? I don't know. But look at this cover. A gorgeous, like, look at it. I love this little blood splattery thing. It is a witch book, and that's all I know. So I bought it. And I bought it off Amazon with my very first ever Amazon purchase. You can't get this anywhere else except for Amazon, essentially. So I'm really excited. Next, this is the other one that I bought with my own personal money. Falling Kingdoms, Book 1 by Morgan Rhodes. This I got used, because that's what I do. But everybody seems to be talking about it. It is a fantasy book about witches. Witches take the form of hawks. Oh, I lied. Okay, I bought 3 books, and this one is new. Okay, everything was a sham, and I apologize. So I got Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, first book in the Falling Kingdoms series, trilogy, I don't know. But this is the Booksplosion Book of the Month, so I am going to be reading this month. This is next. No, it's not. Damn it. I have other things. I have other commitments. It sounds amazing. I read the first like 10 pages in the story. At first I was like looking at it and I didn't think I wanted it, but then I just like saw the maps. I am a sucker for maps, and I actually just started reading it. I was standing douchily in the aisle with my giant turtle backpack, so blocking the way for everybody. And I was just sitting there like reading it, and I just kept reading it, and I was like, you know what, I just got to get it. So I got it, and I'm really excited about it. So I got 4 books from my boyfriend's parents when they were moving at their little party, and I'm really excited because 3 of them are Stephen King books that I just haven't gotten around to buying myself. First we have Under the Dome. So large, so big. It's super just like this floppy book. Really wanting to read it before I watch the TV show, so now I can. Then I got Doom a Key, and I actually haven't read this one, so I don't even know what it's about, but I just took their Stephen King books that they were getting rid of because I really just wanted Stephen King books. And they're very weirdly shaped for mass market paperbacks. They're really tall. I have really small hands, so I can't even use them for size reference. He paints about stuff, and stuff happens. And he has a severed arm, apparently, or something. I don't know. Guess I'll need to read it to find out. I can't believe I haven't read this. Then I got Lizzie's Story by Stephen King. And yeah, I read this one years ago. You know, never know when I'm gonna want to reread it. But yeah, good book, very good book. Her husband's a writer and then he dies and then stuff happens. Woo! The last one I got just cause it is Secrets to the Grave by Tammy Hogue. I guess this is just kind of like a thriller murder story, and normally I never buy thrillers because once I read them I just don't want to read them again if I know what's gonna happen. But once again, you know, it was free and I was just like, hey, this sounds pretty good. Pretty good. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, and the last ones I got are the ones that I used my credit from books that I had taken into this used bookstore, and then I got them with the credit money. And these are kind of more like classic-y, sort of not new books, but just books that I have been meaning to get. Classic-y, like, you'll see. First I got A Tale of Two Cities and Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. And it's just like the super pretty, once again, a nice, very floppy book. I have not read either of these books because I haven't. I don't know. I need to read them. So Then I got this beautiful hardcover edition of Carrie by Stephen King. And I love Carrie. Carrie is like a really good book. It's very short, very just like action-packed, and I'm just a big fan of the book, and I never had a copy because I would always just get it from the library. So now I have one and it has Stephen King's face on the back. It's so weirdly large. So weird. Then I got Saybrio by Garth Nix. I think I read this as a child because I remember the cover a lot, but I don't remember anything about this story other than like high fantasy stuff. So maybe I've read it, maybe I haven't, but you know, we're gonna find out and read it because I don't remember anything about it. So who knows? I don't at all. But it sounds good. Then I got War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. Classic, classic. You know, I have not, dust. I haven't read this one either. I have been meaning to read this and now I can. So yes. Then I got The Jungle Books by Rudyard Kipling. This edition itself is not the prettiest. However, words are good. So these are all of like the little stories about Mowgli and Baloo and Shere Khan and like all, you know, Jungle Book stuff. This is all of the things in that universe, and I'm excited to read it because I have not yet read this one either. So we'll see if it's good or bad or whatever. Yeah. Then I got Tarzan of the Apes by Edgar Rice Burroughs, and I actually have read this book. It's really, really good. I really, really like Tarzan a lot. This book is great. I love it, and I just didn't own a copy, and you know, I thought this one was a sufficient copy, and you know, the price was right, so. Then I got The Tales of the Cthulhu Mythos by H.P. Lovecraft, Volume 1. You know, I've read some of these online, and they're fantastic. So this I'm just super stoked on. I really like this cover. It kind of almost reminds me of like the Monty Python a little bit, just like the art style on it. Very 70s. But yeah, I've read some of these online, not all of them. And I am just glad to own a copy, and I am just such a fan of this cover. It's just perfect for Halloween. It'll be like a little Halloween decoration, and I can read it around Halloween time and every other time because Cthulhu, am I right? And the very last book that I got is probably one of the most exciting ones that I have ever gotten, because apparently it's kind of a rare book. The cover is a little inappropriate, so shield your eyes if you are offended by the female nude form. This is scientific and educational because it's on a book. But I got the original paperback of The Princess Bride by William Goldman. Look at it. Look at it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I was like looking this up, and apparently they only printed 1,000 of them. They printed over a 2-week period, and it was super offensive to people, so they stopped printing them. But there's red print inside of it. Yeah, I am so pleased that I got this, and whether or not it's actually hard to find, I love it because like this cover is just so bizarre that I'm just a huge fan of it. Okay, well, that was my pile of things. That was like the randomest haul I've ever done. Yeah, well, thank you for watching my video. There'll be more to come in the future time thing. And then we'll see you guys later. Okay.